I'm back and I'm still cool. Today, oh my god, today I will be rewatching Cirque du Soleil's La Nouba for the first time in 20 years. When I was a little boy, I went to Disney World with my grandparents and I saw this fucking circus, okay, bitch? And it literally changed my life in a way that's not joking, not funny, and extremely monumental. Because I saw that fucking show, I went home, I took my, at the time, scrawny, tiny, oh my god, underweight ass back to Massachusetts, back to Cape Cod, okay? And I sat my ass in front of my parents and I said, I'm gonna join the circus. And they said, let's start local. So I learned how to ride a unicycle. I became an incredible acrobat. I became a national champion fucking jump roper, bitch. What do you know about that? What I'm trying to say is today, we're gonna be rewatching this incredible piece of art, this incredible piece of visual, sonic performance. Just this, the way I'm literally speechless. Shall we begin? I think we shall.
La Nouba.
I have to stop. Oh my god. When I realized that I'm never gonna have the knees to be able to travel the world jump roping and spinning my fucking fat ass on a tightrope, I realized that I could study music, and that horn fucking melody is something that I carried with me through college. I listened to this soundtrack all the time when I was studying in Boston to fucking just chill myself out because it just reminded me of being a little boy in the circus, just being a traveling little air nomad through the Eastern Air Temple, spinning around on a ball of fucking air. Let's make it past 14 seconds. Did you see him? Does my outfit maybe look a little bit familiar or similar to somebody you might see on your screen? Okay. Here we go. Here we fucking go, bitch. Who's there? It's me in 2 decades. Okay, bitch, listen. If you don't know what La Nouba is, I'm not gonna even pretend like I know the fucking history of the show because I have my own history of it, and I'm gonna read it to you right now from Wikipedia. La Nouba was a Cirque du Soleil show that ran for 19 years in a custom-built freestanding theater at Disney Springs West Side at the Walt Disney World Resort in Lake Buena Vista, Florida. It was a contemporary circus performance featuring acrobats, gymnastics, and other skilled performers, to say the fucking least, girl. The show's creation was directed by Franco Dragone, who also directed many of Cirque du Soleil's earlier shows. Its title derives from the French phrase faire la nouba, meaning to party or to live it up. I don't know why I'm becoming Ina Garten. When you go to the circus and you get like the program, it says the premise behind the show is, once upon a time, a door opened and 2 worlds collided. Dreams clashed with reality, the mundane mixed with the marvelous. It was no longer possible to tell where one world began and the other ended. So that's cool. Now this is a circus comprised of different acts, and I don't mean like act, intermission. I mean there's different groups of things that happen that help sort of move what you can interpret to be the plot along. There's breakdancing, there's aerial stuff, there's fucking trampolines, there's cyclists, there's stair checking, there's chair stacking. You got me there. Oh, there's those things where you wrap the curtains around yourself and run around and fly a little bit. Love that. Don't even get me fucking started on the costumes. Don't get me started on the costumes. This is the Diabolos. This... Girl, I can't even fucking yo-yo. I mean, everything on stage is just visually stunning to look at. And these girls are so young. These are children. To be so young and to be able to have the level of communication needed and level of dedication, and like, you gotta be really diligent to be able to do something like this just alone, let alone with 3 people. I don't know if they know each other or if they just met doing this, but like, it's unbelievable. This is one of those things where it's like, The dances look so, they don't look like they'd be super hard to do until you really look at what the fuck they're doing. That's what I would want to be doing. I would just be running around in circles while the other two were doing something really complicated. I wonder what happens if like, because I'm sure there were shows in fucking 20 years, like if they dropped it, just pick it up, but what if it rolls away? It's kind of fun though. Wish I had a fun little friend I could do that with. That's our party trick. Hey, give us 2 plastic straws and a shoelace. Take an expensive vase and spin it around and flip over it and smash it to 1,000 pieces. What? Come on. It's just fucking crazy. And look, she knew she ate that too. She was like, yeah, you can't fucking do this. You better see, if I ever saw children doing this, I would be like, get down! Me holding my breath. Look at the way their costumes look even when they're not standing straight up. The detail and the shapes and the textures, it's so cool. And then she does a fucking backflip off of her friend's back, and then they do a backflip off of each other, and then they roll over each other, and then they catch it, and then she tap dances. Look it, that's how I run when I really have to pee. Running up her fucking leg and back? Look, she's like a fucking Dai Li agent. That's crazy. I love it. I want to give them $100,000. And then there he is. This, from my understanding, is the retired act of balancing on chairs, which, quote, features a solo performer who hand balanced on 8 chairs stacked on a table. Doesn't that sound exciting? One of my favorite parts of the show, one of the most memorable parts of the show is at the very end of this act. Oh, hello. I also love this guy's costume. See, now that's magical. Oh, what am I gonna do? Guess I'm gonna have to use my super long, thin legs and my extremely elongated torso to try and reach that chandelier in the huge mansion where it's so cold and my nipples are so hard. Oh, see, he is just so slinky with that body. He reminds me of the fucking Cat in the Hat. Because that's literally what he is. Okay, Cody. I'm seeing more and more as we get into this why I was such a huge fan of this show. And I'm now realizing it didn't have much to do with the show. Do you think those chairs have like a special connection? Or do you think he really is just using like the static friction? That's the magic of the circus! Yep, and just, oh yes! Kind of reminds me of Orville Peck. All this to light one candle. Sorry, I'm totally booked this afternoon. I have to stack all my kitchen chairs and clean my chandelier. Oh, that's a baby stroller. What do the British people call it? A prab. That's a little crazy. That's a little silly. Wait a minute, is this guy being silly? With his tight costume? Oh, he's got a safety wire. Me disappointed that Osha's involved. There's my girl. Love her. It's such a skill to be able to even just move your hands in a way that makes it just, you can't look away. That's what I loved about this show. Just making shapes with your body and doing things that aren't accessible to the average person is just, what a gift. He's so close. Yes, he got a chandelier. Oh my goodness, thank God. Magical. Fabulous. All that just to take it down. He's my favorite. When I was little, I used to do that for my mom. Have a panic attack and die. My trampoline was right outside over there and she used to look out at me and watch me die. And after all that, he's done. Now let's get the fuck down. Get down from there. Hoppa. Fabulous. Imagine being able to do that. I feel like that would be something I would do. Just like I would be at home and I'd be moving things around. And I would just like forget. And then suddenly I'd be, oh, I'm at the ceiling. Shit. Here we find ourselves at the power track and trampoline section of the show. This is real. This is the shit. And this is the shit that makes fucking lives change. I will never forget. I remember the exact kind of seat I was in when I watched this fucking shit happen in front of me. And I was sitting there watching this man twist himself and spin, and the way his clothing moved and the way he was able to move around the stage, and like with this character, I don't know, it was just like, I was gay is what it was, and I didn't know, but I at the same time was like, wow, I want to do that. Let us begin, and maybe you'll see what I'm talking about. Oh no, oh, a battle is occurring. Yes. See, bitch, and the way he is spinning and twisting himself. And then there's all these fun people just jumping around in their swimsuits. Oh, he's so upset and his nipples are out. Isn't this just like visually stunning to look at? Oh, goodbye. Oh. Hey! He's like, I can fucking pose too, bitch. They're having a Vogue off. See, oh my god, just the way he was able to like spin around and move and twist, and it's just so fluid and cool. He looks like he's made out of nothing. He is nothing but red taffeta. Give me something cool. This is also the part of the show where I was like, whoa, these guys are actually like extremely talented physical acrobats. Stacking ourselves on top of each other on a fucking trampoline. It's remarkable. It is so unbelievable to watch again, even now, decades later. Just the feeling I feel seeing this happen is like, wow, pure amazement, awestruck, wonderstruck by Taylor Swift. It's just incredible. The costumes, the characters, the way that they move their bodies with each other on the fucking stage, without each other. It's perfect. See, now I'll tell you something else, is this is gonna make me puke. Whoa. Here we go. Can you imagine, like, oh, like, what do you do for a living? Oh, I do computer science. What do you do for a living? Oh, I am a doctor. What do you do? I paint myself white and blue and throw myself around on a trampoline for 90 minutes every night in Disney World. Here we go, girl. If I recall correctly, that woman's name is Christy, but I feel like I'm wrong, so don't fucking ask me about it later. Not landing on one person's shoulders, landing on one person's shoulders who is also currently standing on another person's shoulders. Also, the music is just like perfect for what's going on. It's crazy. I just can't imagine the level of like, first of all, you gotta really like those people. It's either you gotta really like those people or you gotta fucking hate those people. But it looks like they're smiling. They love each other. I'm gonna go with they all love each other. Actually, I'm gonna go with that's a rare group of German sextuplets. Don't I look just like him? Even in the way I move my body. And then there's just that courteous bow. Whoa, whoa. Isn't that amazing? That literally made me go home and ask my parents for a trampoline. I was the queen of flips until I no longer was. That's just 3 sections of this fucking show, and it's 90 minutes long, and it's for free on YouTube. Allegedly. So I hope you can see how that would change somebody's life, somebody like me. Let me know down in the comments, have you ever been to Cirque du Soleil? Were you lucky enough to see La Nuba like I was? Did it change your life? Certainly changed mine, I'll tell you that right now. If you want to follow me anywhere else, everywhere else, I'm Cody Jacob.